There are a lot of modifications that are outlined on YouTube, along with different fixes and improvements and other things you can do to different game consoles. And I understand most of the time you see these things, you go, that's cool. I'm never going to do that, but it's pretty neat to see all of that happen here in the video. However, I do think it's a good idea to do some easier modifications, things that you can legitimately do yourself at home, probably with stuff you already have around your house, and get it done in less than 10 minutes. And that's actually what I'm going to do here today, is outline one that I think is actually really cool for the PlayStation 5. It's easy, it's quick, and it's a really fun way to sort of customize and change up your own console, pretty much right now, without doing anything permanent to it. So that's where we're going to go over here today. So if you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. Now, as I already mentioned, this one is pretty easy. I'd say pretty simple to do. And I know some people will look at it and just be like, oh, okay, that's not a huge deal. But again, I think it's pretty fun. And it's cool to have very beginner level modifications here on the channel as well. So first, let's start with the PlayStation 5. This will work on either the original base PS5, the PS5 Slim with the two different panels on the side, right, like the top and the bottom one, and then also the PlayStation 5 Pro. We'll have to sort of tackle them in two different ways though. So first, we'll start here with the base PlayStation 5. And essentially what we'll be doing is changing the color of that PlayStation symbol at the top of the system, which, if you have it in a vertical orientation, would look really cool since it'll just be standing front and center there on the side for your system. And in this case, you would want to have something to put behind this. And my recommendation would be like construction paper, colored paper, something like that. Decals work really well. And you can do this with just that, some scissors, and maybe some tape depending on the PlayStation 5 model. But, for example, the base PS5 here, you take the side panel off. And if you look where that PlayStation 5 comes, you can actually see the shape of it here on that black plastic inside of it. You'll also see two little circles here. And that's actually where that white plastic lines up. And the idea, essentially, is to cut out a piece of paper, construction paper, decal, anything. And we're going to set it behind this. Now, I have some pretty standard cardstock paper here. That's actually a very nice bright red. I did blue, green. I pretty much did all different colors here just to kind of show or give an example as to what it looks like. But basically, that's it. One that's a good size. And I even kind of rounded it at the top to fit better. And then what I do is I take, like, a screwdriver here. Just anything you can poke two holes through those guides. And then I can take it and drop it onto the side panel. See, because for this base PS5, those two guides there are enough to actually hold this paper in place. So, once I have those holes lined up well, and I've kind of widened them a bit, so that it sits there nice and snug, I then kind of cut that part off of it, the excess paper. And you're left with something like this, which, when flipped over, you can see it's pretty much replaced that what would be black plastic look with red. And because I'm using paper that's, of course, fairly thin, it doesn't affect the closing or opening process here. And, in fact, it's actually held in place really well. Now, the Slim is even easier to do this with, since it doesn't actually have any kind of guide pegs at the top there. Just cut a square, like I'm doing here, with a nice blue paper, and I just tape it. Just any kind of tape, really, just to hold it in place that would be fine. And once you do that and you flip it over, you can see I have a nice blue PlayStation logo. Technically, the Slim is so easy to do. You just cut out a couple of them and change it out pretty much on the fly. Or at least, pretty regularly. Like, it's easy to do this here with the Slim, since the top panel pops off so easily, and you're not worried about either cutting it just right to fit between those two guide markers, and you just kind of have a little bit of space, and you just kind of have a little bit of space, and you just kind of have a little bit of tape there, and that's it. The PlayStation 5 Pro is pretty much how the PlayStation 5 Slim is. Same idea, since that top panel part is very, very similar. Not exact, because Sony's got to be weird about it, but it's the same basic process when you're putting paper behind it. Now, if you want to take things to the next level, or make it even a bit more streamlined when it comes to setting up the backdrop for it, you can buy different decals, even puffy ones that give it a bit more of like a 3D effect almost, on places like Amazon for like $10. And I think it comes in a pack of 2. At least the one I got came with 2 of them for $10. It was prime shipped, so it took like 2 days to get to me. And in this case, I grabbed the classic PlayStation color scheme for that logo. And when installed, it's pretty straightforward. As you can see here, it fits the outline perfectly for, in this case, the base PlayStation 5. You want to check the sizing, by the way, for the slim PlayStation 5, since it would be a bit smaller here. But once lined up, it looks awesome. There's also some of that nostalgic PS1 vibes here with the PlayStation 5. I mean, for something that takes 5 to 10 minutes at the most, and I think comes out really clean looking, since a lot of what you do is kind of hidden behind the plastic. It's a pretty cool modification to do. And I think it's a fun way to just sort of customize and set the PS5 more as your own versus looking just stock, right, just standard with that black PlayStation backdrop logo. They're spruce it up a bit with pretty much any color you want. I did, as I mentioned, I had blue, red, green, you can see some of them here, and they all came out looking pretty good. But if I had to pick one, I think personally I would go with the tried and true with that classic PlayStation look. I mean, I also bought them on Amazon, so I prefer to use Dreamcast or an Enticester or a game console, but I think it's a good idea to go with that. But I think it's a good than some of the other stuff. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.